Did you know that making just a handful of small changes to your daily routine could add 10 years to your life? That's right, 10 whole years. According to a groundbreaking study from Harvard University, simple lifestyle tweaks like eating smarter, staying active, or even just kicking back with your best pals can boost your life expectancy by a decade or more, giving you extra time to chase your dreams and soak up the good stuff. Picture this. You're celebrating your 90th birthday, surrounded by grandkids tugging at your sleeves and laughing as you blow out candles with a lungs full of gusto. Or maybe you're finally booking that dream trip to Hawaii you've been fantasizing about since you were a teenager, sipping a pineapple drink on the beach with sand between your toes. Perhaps you're hiking a mountain trail with a view so stunning it stops you in your tracks, sipping coffee on your porch as the sun peeks over the horizon, or dancing at your niece's wedding with moves that still turn heads, feeling unstoppable, like age is just a number you've outsmarted. And here's the best part. These aren't wild, drastic changes that demand you quit your job, sell your house, and move to a yoga commune in the Himalayas. They're simple, everyday habits you can start today. Yep, right this second, before this video even wraps up, that science swears can turn back the clock on aging and keep you thriving well into the future. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving headfirst into something we all secretly crave. A longer, fuller, more vibrant life, packed with moments that make you grin from ear to ear. Longevity isn't just about luck or inheriting those perfect genes your grandma brags about passing down, though, let's be real, those don't hurt. It's really about the choices we make every single day, from what we toss on our plate at breakfast to how we unwind when the sun goes down. Scientists have been geeking out for years, obsessed with cracking the code to living longer, tracking people across decades, and digging through mountains of data. And the good news is they've unearthed some rock-solid answers we can actually use. I'm going to walk you through 5 key habits that research proves can add up to 10 years to your lifespan. 10 years of belly laughs with friends, exploring corners of the world you've only seen in pictures, and making memories that stick with you forever. We're talking about what you eat, how you move your body, how well you catch those Z's, who you surround yourself with, and even how you wrestle that daily chaos we all face into submission. These aren't just random ideas I dreamed up over coffee. Each one's backed by legit studies, expert opinions from top doctors and researchers, and real-world wins from folks who've danced their way into their 90s. Whether you're 25 and just starting to map out your future, or 65 and itching to squeeze every ounce of joy from every single day, it's never too late to jump in and take the reins. By the end of this, you'll have a clear, no-nonsense roadmap to not just live longer, but live better, healthier, happier, and with more spring in your step than you ever thought possible. Before we dive into the good stuff, let's get real about why living longer feels like such a slog for so many of us. In the US and other developed countries, life expectancy has actually been slipping backward in recent years, which is nuts when you think about all the fancy tech and cutting-edge medicine at our fingertips. A 2025 report from the CDC dropped a bombshell. The average American life expectancy fell to 76.4 years, down from 78.8 just a few years earlier. A drop that's got experts scratching their heads and sounding the alarm. So what's going wrong? For starters, our modern lifestyles are practically built to trip us up at every turn. We're surrounded by fast food joints on every corner, cheap, greasy burgers with crispy fries and thick milkshakes that taste like heaven but wreak havoc on our bodies over time, clogging arteries, spiking blood sugar, and piling on pounds we don't need. Stress is cranked up to 11. Work deadlines that loom like storm clouds, bills stacking up like a game of Jenga gone wrong, social media drama that keeps us scrolling and stewing. It's like a pressure cooker with no off switch. And don't even get me started on how much we sit around. Studies say the average American spends 7 to 10 hours a day glued to a chair or sprawled on a couch, hunched over laptops at work, stuck in soul-crushing traffic, or binge-watching the latest must-see show until our eyes glaze over. That's a first-class ticket to heart disease, diabetes, and a shorter life. It's like we're letting ourselves rust away one Netflix episode at a time. Then there's the mental toll. Loneliness is spiking. especially since the pandemic flipped our social lives upside down. And it's not just a downer, it's a killer. Research shows it's as bad for your health as chain smoking 15 cigarettes a day. 15! Toss in lousy sleep habits from late night doom scrolling, diets stuffed with processed junk like frozen pizzas, sugary cereals, and gas station snacks, and barely moving our bodies beyond the couch to fridge shuffle. And it's no wonder so many of us feel like we're aging at warp speed. Aches creeping in, energy tanking, and wrinkles showing up way too soon. The challenge isn't just knowing what to do, it's sticking with it in a world that's basically engineered to keep us stressed out, sitting still, and scarfing down donuts like it's an Olympic event. But here's the silver lining, the ray of hope breaking through the gloom. Small, intentional habits can flip the script entirely and put you back in charge of your own story. All right, let's dive into the 5 habits that can help you live longer. Each one's backed by science, and I'll break down exactly how they work, why they matter, and how you can start today, no excuses, no fancy gear required. Habit 1. First up, what you eat. If you want to live longer, the Mediterranean diet is your golden ticket. No question about it. This isn't some flash-in-the-pan fad you'll ditch by next Tuesday. It's how people in places like Greece, Italy, and Spain have been eating for centuries, and they've got some of the longest lifespans on Earth, often sailing past 90 with a twinkle in their eye and a glass of red wine in hand. A 2018 study in the New England Journal of Medicine found that sticking to this diet can slash your risk of heart disease by a massive 30% and tack years onto your life, years you can spend doing what lights you up. So what's on the menu? Think olive oil drizzled over salads or sizzling in a pan, handfuls of nuts like crunchy almonds, rich walnuts, or buttery pistachios, fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines packed with omega-3s, whole grains like nutty quinoa, hearty brown rice, or chewy farro, and tons of colorful fruits and veggies, juicy tomatoes, leafy spinach, sweet berries, crisp bell peppers, you name it. Cut way back on red meat like burgers or fatty steaks, sugary sodas that rot your teeth and spike your insulin, and processed junk like chips, cookies, and those neon orange cheese puffs that stain your fingers. Why does it work so well? It's loaded with antioxidants that zap free radicals, those pesky molecules that age you, and healthy fats that fight inflammation, the sneaky silent killer behind aging, cancer, and chronic disease. Plus, it keeps your heart ticking strong, your cholesterol in line, and your brain sharp enough to crush crossword puzzles at 95. Start small. Swap out butter for olive oil when you cook your eggs. Toss a handful of nuts into your morning yogurt or oatmeal. Add a side of steamed broccoli or a fresh salad to dinner, or snack on an apple or some grapes instead of raiding the vending machine. It's easy. It's delicious. Think fresh, zesty flavors that wake up your taste buds, and your body will thank you with every bite, every meal, every day you keep it up. Habit 2, get moving. Seriously, move your body every single day, even if it's just a little at first. Exercise isn't just about squeezing into skinny jeans or flexing for Instagram likes. It's about staying alive and kicking for as long as humanly possible. A 2022 study from the American Heart Association found that people who exercise regularly live up to 7 years longer than those who don't. 7 years of extra sunsets, holidays, and random Tuesday adventures. You don't need to run marathons or bench press your body weight. Just 30 minutes a day of moderate activity, like a brisk walk around the block, a bike ride with your kids, or chasing your dog at the park, can slash your risk of early death by 20%. How does it work? It strengthens your heart so it's not gasping under pressure, keeps your muscles and bones sturdy so you're not hobbling at 70, and sharpens your memory and focus so you're still acing trivia night decades from now. Plus, it pumps out endorphins, those natural feel-good vibes that make you feel alive. No gym membership? No problem at all. Dance to your favorite playlist in your living room, crank up some Beyonce, Metallica, or whatever gets your blood pumping. Take the stairs instead of the elevator, even if it's just 2 flights, or walk your dog a little longer around the neighborhood, letting him sniff every tree. The key is consistency. Start with 10 minutes a day if that's all you can swing, then build up to 20, then 30 over a couple weeks. Try a morning stretch routine to wake up your joints, a lunchtime stroll to break up the day, or an evening yoga flow to wind down. Find what clicks for you and make it yours. Motion is life. Literally, it's what keeps your engine humming and your body ready for whatever comes next. Habit 3, sleep like your life depends on it. Because guess what? It totally does. A 2025 study from Sleep Journal showed that getting 7 to 8 hours of quality sleep every night can lower your risk of dying early by 12%. That's a game changer. Skimp on sleep and you're practically begging for heart disease, obesity, and even dementia. It's brutal on your whole system. Sleep is when your body hits the reset button. It repairs damaged cells from the day's wear and tear, flushes out brain toxins that pile up while you're awake, and keeps your hormones balanced so you're not a cranky, foggy mess. To make it happen, set a bedtime routine you can stick to. Ditch the phone, tablet, or TV an hour before bed because that blue light screws with your melatonin and keeps your brain buzzing. Keep your room pitch dark and cool like a cave with blackout curtains and a fan humming softly. Aim to hit the pillow at the same time every night, even on weekends when it's tempting to stay up late. Struggle to nod off? Sip some chamomile tea to ease into relaxation. Listen to calming music or a chill podcast. Nothing too gripping, or try a 5-minute meditation where you just focus on your breath in and out. Maybe keep a notebook by your bed to jot down tomorrow's to-dos or worries so they don't spin in your head all night like a broken record. It's not just about feeling rested. It's a longevity superpower that keeps your skin glowing, your mind razor sharp, and your body humming along like a well-oiled machine. Habit 4, connect with people. Your friends, your family, your crew, the ones who make you feel alive and seen. A famous Harvard study that tracked people for 80 years, found that close relationships are the single biggest predictor of a long, happy life, outshining money, fame, a corner office, or a mansion in the hills. Loneliness, on the flip side, can carve years off your life. It's that heavy, like a weight you can't shake. Why? Friends and family give you a sense of belonging, lift your spirits when the world feels dark, boost your immune system so you're not sidelined by every bug, and hand you a reason to get out of bed, even on the roughest mornings. Make time for a real connection. Grab coffee with a buddy and catch up on the little things. Call your mom or dad just to hear their voice and swap stories. Plan a barbecue with neighbors, even if it's just hot dogs and chips, or shoot a quick text to say, hey, you crossed my mind. Not super social, start small. Join a book club at the library and talk about something other than the weather. Say hello to your neighbor over the fence and ask about their day. Volunteer at a local shelter to walk dogs or sort donations, or sign up for a class to learn pottery or salsa dancing with strangers who might turn to friends. It's not about having a million buddies or being the loudest at the party. It's about having a few solid ones who've got your back through the highs and lows, the ones you can call at 2 a.m. if it all hits the fan. Our habit 5, tame your stress before it tames you and drags you under. Chronic stress ages you faster than a week of bad sunburns. Think wrinkles popping up like uninvited guests, high blood pressure sneaking up like a thief, and a weaker immune system that leaves you sniffling through flu season. A 2025 study in Nature found that people who manage stress well live up to 8 years longer than those who don't. 8 years of extra road trips, movie nights, and lazy Sundays. How do you pull it off? Meditation, deep breathing, or even a quiet walk in nature can work miracles. Seriously, give it a shot. Just 10 minutes a day can lower cortisol, your stress hormone, and protect your cells from crumbling under pressure. Try this right now. Inhale for 4 seconds, hold it for 4, exhale for 4, and repeat a few times until you feel that calm wash over you like a warm wave. Other tricks? Journal your thoughts to dump them out of your head and onto paper. Listen to a chill playlist with lo-fi beats or acoustic vibes. Pet your dog or cat. Studies show that simple act drops your stress levels fast. Find what works for you. Maybe it's gardening and feeling the dirt in your hands, painting a messy canvas, or just sitting by a window with a steaming cup of tea, watching the world go by. It's simple, but it's science-backed. Stress less, live more, and feel lighter every step of the way. The most impactful habit? Relationships. Now, if I had to pick the most impactful habit of the 5, it's got to be building strong relationships. Hands down, it's the secret sauce. That 80-year Harvard study I mentioned, it showed that people with tight-knit friends or family didn't just live longer. They stayed sharper, happier, and healthier well into their 90s, defying every stereotype about aging. One guy in the study, a 92-year-old with a grin that could light up a room, swore his secret was weekly poker nights with his buddies, laughing over bad bluffs, trash-talking over cheap beer, and just being together kept his spirit young. Another woman, 88 and still spry as ever, said her daily calls with her sister, gossiping about the neighbors, reminiscing about childhood pranks, or just sitting in comfortable silence, were her lifeline through thick and thin. The surprise here? It's not just about warm fuzzies or mushy feelings. It's biological, wired into our DNA. Social bonds lower inflammation in your body, strengthen your heart muscle so it beats steady and strong, and even help you bounce back faster from colds, surgeries, or whatever curveballs life lobs your way. People who lean into this habit don't just add years, they add life to those years, full of joy, purpose, and connection that makes every sunrise a little brighter. So call that friend you've been meaning to catch up with. Don't just text, hear their laugh, plan a game night with pizza and bad jokes, or just sit down with someone you love and ask how they're really doing. No rush, no agenda. It might just be the best thing you do for yourself today, tomorrow, and decades down the road. There you have it, folks. 5 habits that could add 10 years to your life. Eat a Mediterranean diet full of olives, fish, and fresh produce that fuels you right. Move your body every day, even if it's just a walk around the block to keep the rust off. Prioritize sleep like it's your most sacred appointment. Build relationships that light you up and anchor you down. Manage stress so it doesn't run the show and burn you out. These aren't quick fixes you'll forget by next week. They're lifestyle shifts backed by hardcore science. From Harvard to the American Heart Association, proven to work time and time again. Start with 1. Pick the easiest for you, the low-hanging fruit that feels doable. Maybe it's swapping soda for water at lunch to kick the sugar habit, taking a 10-minute stroll after dinner to shake off the day, setting a bedtime alarm to lock in those 8 hours, calling a friend tonight to shoot the breeze, breathing deep for a minute when traffic's got you fuming. Small steps snowball into massive results. Consistency is the name of the game here. Picture this. A decade from now, you're thriving, not just surviving, still active, still sharp as a tack, still loving life with the people who matter most, whether it's your kids, your partner, or that old friend who knows all your secrets. That's the power of these habits. They don't just stretch your years. They make them worth living, full of energy and stories to tell. They're not about being perfect. They're about making progress. One day at a time, one choice at a time, building a life that lasts. So what's your next move? Drop a comment below and tell me which habit you're starting with. I'll be cheering you on from here, rooting for you to win at this longevity game like a champ. If you loved this, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss more tips like these to keep you going strong. Share this with someone you want to grow old with, your best friend, your partner, your mom, whoever, because living longer is way more fun when you've got company to share the ride, laugh through the wrinkles, and toast to the years ahead. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.